Let's head over to Scott Major. Hey, Scott, good morning to you.
Hey, Phil, how you doing?
I'm good. You?
I'm fantastic, thanks.
All right. Well, it's always good to hear from fantastic people. Talking here about, what is this, some tips on how victims of natural disasters can get their money in a hurry. Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how do we get our money in a hurry?
What's important is that you understand that, just taking a few photographs isn't enough. You need to have thorough documentation, which means go and videotape your entire property, walk around, be specific, take a bunch more pictures than you have, actually identify those specific pictures. The second thing you need to do is to make sure you get an expert out to your property. That is an engineer or a certified roofer or somebody who's had experience with hurricane claims, because there are specific types of reports that need to be done. And those expert reports can be supportive. On top of that, people don't realize that a contractor's estimate, these one-page estimates that say, hey, here's how you fix your property, those are generally not sufficient for insurance companies. In reality, what they really want is what's called a field adjustment estimate, which is really a detailed, line-by-line, itemized detailed report, which follows a specific type of procedure that the insurance companies use in evaluating claims, and they certainly don't tell you that. Nobody tells you any of that stuff.
But aren't they usually, Scott, excuse me, aren't they usually very easy to find those guys, like right when the disaster happened? Don't they come around kind of like lawyers following an ambulance? I mean, those guys are there.
The adjusters will be there to help you.
And yes, the adjusters those are the guys on your side.
Right. The public adjuster that you hire or the lawyer that you hire is on your side and working for you. That's not to be confused with the adjuster for the insurance company who works for the insurance company.
Right.
What's
They're
really
the ones
important is to understand that distinction. Right. Whether you hire a lawyer or an adjuster, the concept is that you need to have this kind of packaging. The one other thing I would add to you that's really important that people don't understand is that you need to write a lot of letters. Every time an insurance company makes a representation, hey, we're going to be out at your site on X date, or hey, your claim is worth X number. You write them a letter, dear insurance company, thank you for agreeing to pay me $110,000. Please let me know when you can wire into my account. Love and kisses, you. And you start this documentation path, because what happens is a lot of adjusters and other people that are working for the insurance company won't always remember what they said, and also may have a forgetful memory. And that's just a really important thing to document. If you ever go to an insurance company and you have 10 or 15 letters saying they were supposed to do things and they didn't do things, and you show that to a manager, you're probably going to get paid.
Gotcha. See, my payment was coming in form from apparently some relative I have in Nigeria who was going to pay me on this.
I'm just helping a prince out.
Yeah. You have the
it's
same
incredible
one.
it's incredible when you see what's going on. It's remarkable, because you think you're with the good hands people or some of the company that's going to just come out and pay, and tragically they don't.
So is there a website you have, Scott, where people can go and find out more information on the do's and don'ts? What is your website?
There's a website called stormreliefteam.org, which has a bunch of different resources that will enable you to find out how to file a FEMA claim, what to do in an insurance claim. If you want to get a free evaluation, it'll actually send it to a bunch of law firms and public adjusters who can evaluate your claim, for free, and see what's your best angle. Can you handle this claim on your own? Do you really need a lawyer? And if you do, here are the options.
And how long should it take to actually get yourself back up and running?
The answer is that as soon as you document your proof and as soon as you have these kinds of reports, that insurance company has a duty to pay you immediately, unless they can produce their own engineers who say there's something wrong with your claim. And if they don't pay immediately, you have immediate rights. You can file complaints with the state. You can hire a lawyer and sue. And it's very powerful, each one of those remedies. People should not feel as though, they're such a big company, I have to wait on them. But the more aggressive you are, the better you are.
But do you need to have like itemized things on your insurance policy for certain things in your house that may have gotten destroyed?
It is really important when you buy insurance that you make sure you have full coverage. If you have valuable items like contents or art or clothing or whatever, you need to make sure you have extra coverage in that area. Okay. You can also buy things like umbrella coverages and excess, which covers whatever is not covered. And just make sure when you buy a home insurance policy, or a commercial insurance policy, that it covers the value of your building. What's it going to cost to rebuild your building? If you buy $200,000 with insurance and your house is worth $400,000, well, you're going to have to come out of pocket $200,000, and that's crazy.
Gotcha. All good advice. Give me that website one more time, Scott.
stormreliefteam.org.
Stormreliefteam.org. Scott, I appreciate your time. Thanks for the advice, man.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys having me on, and I wish the best of luck to everybody out there. Be aggressive, and you'll get your claim paid.
Right on. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Be well.